Okay, let's wait for people to join in. Just thought I'd do a little quick stream because, I mean, why not? It's always a bit of fun doing a stream. Need to make sure I've got everything set up. Let me know in the chat if you're online or watching or can see. Everyone's joining now. Yo, what a day. Yay, tariffs are back. Yes, Ben. I managed to get some calls on Weeble on the dip. Oh, so people are getting into some options, are they? That's interesting. We've got 30 people already in the stream. That's crazy. Yeah, I thought I'd just do like a little stream quick because, I mean, I was working, doing some editing, and I was just like, this is mad. Everything's dropping, and it's because of the big man, Donald Trump, threatening with the tariffs situation again. I mean, nothing new, to be honest, is there? I'm personally, I don't know about you guys, but I'm happy because it's just stupid. It's just crazy how green everything is. Couldn't get into my Trading 212 account then. I was like, wow. But everything's green, so yeah, I mean, if we go over, you'll be able to see my portfolio, as you can see here. So I've had a big hit. I know a lot of people have had a big hit. Welcome to the stream, everyone. 36 people watching as well, and people at work as well. It's mad. Yeah, it's going up. It's had a bit of a rebound here, but what are your guys' thoughts anyway with it? Because, I mean, like, I want it to carry on more, and I do think, like, the stock market has a lot of uncertainty. Like, well, people don't like uncertainty in the stock market. The stock market doesn't, and meaning you have these type of reactions, and that's why we had that situation in April. And I can see this could go on for longer than just a day. It could go on for a month or two, maybe. It just depends on what Donald Trump says. Trump could tweet tomorrow or the evening and say something different that the market likes, or this could go on back and forth again and cause the market to try kind of really go on a downturn, which is completely fine because, I mean, God, I had a hiccup then. Like, as you can see here on the screen, I was nearly at £195,000. Like, we're closing on the £200,000 mark, which is mad. I'm personally not trimming my positions. Let me know in the chat if anyone's considering trimming if they see it going down more. I'm personally not. I just don't want to trade it. I'm like happy with the shares I've got and the companies I've got. I mean, we're up 8% on the week, so we're still up a lot. We're up 40% on the month, 39% on the 3 months. So everything's really green. I mean, we're having a bit of a recovery now, which is pretty interesting. And yeah, whispered notes, exactly. Remember to hold it. You know what you're holding. You know where. Well, you don't know. Nothing's guaranteed, but you've done your research with the companies. You've got some figures, and hopefully you're able to figure out where you think the stock is going to be going. And I was just showing on TikTok of, like, for instance, if you look at my screen here, like, this is very, very quick, but I was debating, like, I obviously I want to save up for a house. I want to have a house deposit, and I don't want to touch my stocks. And it's like the deposit that I save, I was thinking, what's a good stock that I can maybe put my money in? And obviously this is not financial advice, and this is something that I wouldn't recommend doing, to be fair, because obviously house deposit, you shouldn't be messing around with that. And obviously if things go wrong, then well, you've lost your house deposit. But I mean, I'm not in a rush as such to get a house, but obviously the aim would be nice if I can move out next year, sometime end of next year. But I'm not in a rush. It's just like a goal I've set. And I mean, maybe it's something I could maybe get into. And I was looking at Meta using my website, Investment Edge, link in the description if anyone's interested in. But we've got this tool on where we can have a look at what analysts are predicting with the stock. And this is a very quick way of just going through quickly a bit of like this isn't research as such, because this is just a lazy way, but it's just getting what analysts are saying with a well-known stock like Meta. And this is where obviously you want to deep dive and have a look more into what the company does and how they could achieve these revenues and the market that they're in, and even listen to some earnings calls, listen into Mark Zuckerberg and get some more details on where he thinks the company could be going. Just try and get some more details. But this is just a lazy way and have a quick look through. But if in 2027 they can reach $41 a share, the high, which is what a lot of analysts are saying for, well, when it comes to there, but you could get the average, which is 34. So let's just take the average 34 of EPS, and let's bring it into this. So just to make it really quick, I'll just do it so it's every year, because otherwise we'll be here all day. Okay, so just need to refresh it. Sorry, guys. Refreshing it. So yeah, let's say I did decide to put my house deposit money in, or some money savings that I want to do, and we go off the assumptions those analysts are saying. Let's see if I can try and get it. So I'm going to put 20 and 30 PE. They're nice numbers to have for a PE for this stock. Very nice, reasonable, I'd say. So what did we say the analysts were saying? $34 average, and on here we've got it 2027 35, so pretty close. You can obviously get to that exact number by changing up the revenues and the income margins, but going off a 20 PE or 30 PE in 2027, it could be a $710 stock or a $1,065 stock if it had a 30 PE ratio. And I think at the moment, well, let's have a look at Meta now, actually, on Train 212. So Meta, I'll have a look at the chat in a minute, guys. Sorry, I'm just going through something. PE's at 25, so it's trading at a 25 PE. So let's put the low as 25. What it's trading at now at the moment. That'll put it at $888 stock in 2027 if it reached the averages that analysts have. Maybe analysts are underperforming. Maybe they're being a bit too bullish with it, and that's why you need to do your research and have a look into it. So yeah, but it's just an interesting thing that. So if you're interested in this website, it's Investment Edge, link in the description. And yeah, if anyone's interested in chat, let me know and I can drop in a discount code for it. But yeah, okay, the market's kind of going up a bit here. Why would I buy a house in the UK in the current housing market? Well, I want to live in the UK, to be honest. Obviously, my ideal goal would be to have enough money and make enough money, and be in a situation where you could have like a house in the UK and then maybe if live out in a different country for a few months or something. I've always liked the thought of traveling, and I like traveling and seeing the other parts of the world. And obviously, you need the money to be able to do that, but that's the goal. And that's why I'm also documenting my journey on YouTube, and hopefully can do that, bring you guys along with me, showing you. But yeah, well, I want to buy it. I know a lot of people are hating on the UK at the moment, but yeah. Does Trump have a worm in his brain? Verp says. Terrible. I don't know that one, Joey, but Iron I love. And do you know what's a bit annoying? But I've still got it on my watch list. I bought one share of Iron because I like the look of this a lot, and I need to do more research into it and have a look. But when it comes to the data center situation, these guys could do very well, possibly. Afternoon, John. Welcome to the stream. Hope you're good. Hope you're having a good day. Um, yeah, Iron I really like. I'm up 53% on it, so if I actually made a position, I would have been up quite a bit. But I'm keeping this on the watch list. Going to have a look, keep a look at it. It could be a potential stock that I buy in the invest account because the stocks shares ISA. I just don't want to build another position. I've got £5,000 in cash that I just want to add to my current positions. I don't really want to just start another position in the ISA. Just rather add to the current ones. And then the invest account, yes, you have to pay capital gains, but maybe Iron could be a stock that I get into. I would like this to drop a lot. So if we do get these red days, I mean, that would be perfect. That would be really, really good. Snapchat. Yeah, I like Snapchat under $8. I have been buying it under $8, but I mean, Snapchat is a volatile stock. It really will be until they can start putting up better earnings, and I think they will do better earnings in a few years' time. It's just a case of when, like they're showing signs of the company itself being great. Well, not I wouldn't say great, like decent, but financials, like I just feel like they're not, like the stock based compensation, like I said, is not great, which is hurting like the bottom line a bit. But yeah, I like obviously it's a small position for me, like very small position actually. Move up north, George says. Yeah, I mean, I was having a look at some houses up north, and it is mad like how much cheaper it is, and how much more you can get for your money. But my family and friends are all down here, so I'd have to keep travelling down otherwise. And just you'll be starting a new life, and it's like, yeah, I don't know. The thing is, DT, like when you said about buying a house in Spain and then England, I personally don't see the point or would want to buy a house in another country in the sense of like have a house in the UK. Yeah, I would like to, but I wouldn't want to have another house in a different country because it's like you always are going to go to that place every year, which might be fine. Maybe that's something you want to do, but I'd like the thought of being able to just be like, oh, this year I'm going to go Portugal, and then next year actually I'm going to go Spain, or next year I'm going to go Australia. I don't know. Do you know what I mean? Like otherwise, if you have a holiday home somewhere else, I feel like you'll just always go to that place, which is nothing wrong with that. Some people want that, but you'd want to obviously make use of it. What do you think about Fubo at the moment? I know you recently bought some shares. Yeah, Fubo, I bought some more shares. I don't think Fubo's going to obviously it's going to move downside probably, which it has, but it's not really going to move much or do anything until obviously this merger actually does happen. And I've gone off what the management team have said with the fundamentals for Fubo and Hulu, and I've put some prices together of where it would be at 30 PE. So I do like the price. It's just we need this merger to happen, and it's a case of just when's it actually going to be happening. So we're just waiting on it to fully happen. And then we can start looking at these earnings calls, and then you can start putting these numbers down, and then the market will start going, oh, this is quite a good company to put money in, hopefully. Yeah, Nike's weird because it's just not doing anything, is it? And the earnings were good. The earnings were good, but I didn't really pay attention much to like guidance or anything. Uh, yeah, that's the thing with Snapchat. Like, it's the memory side of things, and the fact that they're going to start charging for the memories on Snapchat. It's like you either don't care about that and lose all the memories that you've built on that app, or you offload them all and export them out and put it in a hard drive, but that will take a long time if you've got a lot of Snapchat memories over the years. Some people will probably just end up paying that £2 a month or whatever it is just to keep it, I think people will be surprised how many people will actually do that and how much revenue that will bring in. So that's quite an interesting thing to see in the next few. Well, I can't remember the date when it's actually going to be released and actually happen and take place. Yeah, no, I'm happy with SoFi and AMD. I mean, AMD had a great run with the OpenAI deal. That's just that's do you know what I mean? That's what I wasn't so surprised because I was expecting these type of deals to be happening in the future, especially when the MI 450 comes out, which it's going to in the next year, and that's what they said that they're going to be wanting to be using, and I think a lot of companies will be. So I really do you know what's annoying with AMD? I was gonna buy some more shares before the day before OpenAI did the announcement, and I was going to buy a few more shares, and I didn't. And it's like, but it is what it is. It's so easy to say that. Oaklo, ASTS, them ones. I mean, I don't really like them as stocks, to be honest with you. Oaklo actually, from what I've heard, sounds decent. I mean, ASTS sounds decent as well, but they're just for me as investors for an investment now at this stage of my life. Like, I don't really want to put in that much risk. Obviously, I'm putting in risk with the some of the stocks that I hold, but like I don't want to put in much risk on a company that's losing a lot of money now. I don't want to get into those type of companies really that are losing insane amounts of money or their revenues are very up and down and it doesn't have anything to really go off, and you're just hoping off the future of what it could be, the potential of what it could be. But what happens if they don't execute? I just don't have the confidence to build a position into that. And yeah, the reward could be huge, but then also it could you could lose a lot of your money or almost all of it. Um, SoFi, good price. I mean, I'm not a financial advisor, so I can't say, but um, I done my predictions of where I think SoFi can go in my Patreon, in my group. Um, so I've got and like the reasons how I've got to that price prediction. I haven't just gone and said this is a number. I've actually given you revenue growth of where I think the revenue growth will go be, and I think it's so reasonable. Um, and then it shows you a number of where I think it could be in like 2028. Um, but I'll be like holding till probably 2030 or so. We'll see anyway. We'll reevaluate at 2028. Um, but yeah, I can't say. I don't want to say if it's a good buy or not. But personally, what I'm doing, um, I would like if whatever's going on here with this market, and we keep getting downturns because of the uncertainty with what Donald Trump's saying. If this hits $20, I'm going to be buying. I've got £5,000 in here in cash ready, so we will see. We will see. But let me know in the chat. Is there anything you've bought today? Is there anything you're wanting to buy? What prices are you eyeing up? Like, I want to know. Overnight trading, yeah, you can buy in aftermarket. I've got it set up. It's an option that you set up. Um, it just popped up on my screen saying, "Do you want to be involved in it?" I said, "Yeah." So, but that was like a year ago. I don't know how you can sort it out now if you have to contact them or something. Pay sign. A payment and prepaid card facilitator with a heavy presence in the healthcare sector. Fundamentals look good at the glance. Need to know more DD. Oh, interesting. Interesting. Um, oh, it's a really small market cap, isn't it? Revenue growth looks good. Net income doesn't. Looks a bit, obviously, first glance though, isn't it? It's just quick, so there might be reasonings for that. They could have been investing heavy to make their product better, so hence why the net income's not as much. But it's good to see the revenue. Um, yeah, look, see, they invested heavily that year, which makes sense why the net income looks down a bit there. But interesting. Um, the thing is, I can't keep looking at different stocks because it's distracting me for building up the positions I have got and the convictions I have got and the research I have done. Otherwise, it gets so like hard to remember all these facts and figures and what um this person said, this CEO said. Like, it's like, for instance, like, let's say off the top of my head, Alex Karp, he's saying that the commercial sector is going to 10x by 2030. The revenues, he's saying. It's just like little things like that. That if you've got all these different companies, how are you meant to remember it? Like, obviously you've got some people that are freaks that are very good at remembering stuff, but I'm not. I don't. I've got to jot it down, write it down, and then come back to you. Do you know what I mean? Not instantly. Um, yeah, on this, I never went for. I mean, I didn't. I can't properly judge on it because I know a lot of people have done really well on it, but I just didn't really understand. Um, like from a first glance, I just didn't like the first thing I like look at a company when I do is I just don't like it when financials are like this. Like when the revenues are up, down, sideways, all just, do you know what I mean? There's just no consistency. And then the second thing I didn't like about Ondus was um, their earnings. They kept missing their earnings, and that's just something I don't like to see. Because then it just feels like they're not executing on what they could potentially be saying. So then when they do say certain figures, how are you meant to kind of believe it if their track record isn't great in that sense? So that's why I didn't. But that's nothing. That's not saying it's bad, because I mean, some people have done really well with Ondus, and it sounds like there's a lot of potential there, and the contracts that they could be getting and what they are getting, they're getting a lot of good news, which a lot of people have been spotting in the Discord, and it's great to see people doing the research in it, and they're being rewarded for it, for putting the research in. So fair enough and fair play. But I just didn't like it from that glance. But obviously I've missed out on a lot of gains because these lot were buying in under $1. So they've like 10 times their money. So, and I've missed out a lot, but oh well, doesn't matter. Like, it is what it is. But I just didn't like it from first glance, and so I just didn't bother from there. Although one thing I'll say on Ondus that I have seen is they are expected to have an insane amount of growth coming their way, and I think that's what's being priced in, and that's why it's had its run. So fair play to everyone that's got into Ondus. So yeah, fair enough. I've just said Charlie about Ondus, but um, yeah, average on Grab. Yeah, I mean, there's so like I don't know what to do. I think I'm. Do you know what I think I am doing? I'll be honest with everyone here. I think I am waiting for a crash and a correction. Um, because I just think, like, when you see online and go on TikTok and you go on Instagram and you go on YouTube, everyone's portfolios are just so green, and it's like it just reminds me of when I first got into the stock market in like 2020, 2021, and everything you're just buying was green, and it's like it just scares me a bit, and I could be completely wrong, and it's just, but it really does worry me a bit, and that's why I think I'm holding off, and hopefully I could scoop up some great deals um, with AMD, buy more AMD. I'd love to load up more on AMD, and remember, I've got £5,000 now, and then that lasts me until April. I can't deposit anymore. I can't deposit anymore because it won't allow me. That's I'd have to then get into the invest account and buy, um, which I so will do. Like, if the opportunity presents itself where it's like the market is just like getting cut and everything just looks so undervalued, then of course I'm personally going to get into the invest account and buy up stocks. That's what I'm going to do. Yes, I have to pay tax, but I mean, if the stock prices are there that look cheap, then why not for me? Like, that's just the way. Yeah. Um, the market's gone down because of Trump, because he's threatening about tariffs again, and how there's a bit of tension with China, Amit did a little sum up here on Twitter, which I will put on screen. Let me try and find it for you guys. So yeah, Trump thinking of increasing tariffs on China. China has been very hostile to us and other countries on rare earth minerals. I've cancelled my meeting with with him for next week. Art of the deal. Yeah, so but what's actually people saying on Twitter? Actually, it'd be interesting to see because I'm not actually caught up. People buying some Tesla. Uh, yeah, did the correction start? Who knows? Who knows if the correction started now? Um, yeah, what are your guys' thoughts? Do you think the correction started? Do you think this is the beginning? Um, or do you think this is going to rebound on Monday or even tonight? You have more than half of your investments in cash, waiting for Trump to say something stupid. Fair enough, Nolan. More Oscar and SoFi, Pat thinks. I mean, it's whatever becomes a real like the best deal really. Um, yeah, like AMD could get hit hard the most, or I don't know. So yeah, I don't know. But yeah, SoFi would be great if it gets to like $20, like I said. We've got 82 people. I appreciate everyone watching. I know I haven't done a stream in a while. Hit that subscribe button if you're new. If you want a free fractional share worth up to £100, click the link in the description as well. And also hit the like button, guys. I really do appreciate it. Got 10 likes at the moment. If you're watching. I'm gonna get a mortgage. Like I'm gonna put 10% down. I'm not gonna touch my stock money. I want to keep that here, let it compound. But I'm gonna save up. I'm saving for a deposit for a house. Hopefully next year. If I don't, then I don't. I'm not like exactly in a rush to be honest with you. But it'd be nice to obviously have your own place and. But without being so deep, I don't know what you guys think, but like I think it's nice. Like I think it's underrated. Like, I mean, like to be around your parents as much as you can while they are still around. Like I know that sounds so deep and like what the heck, like crazy, but like it. Do you know what I mean? When you really think about it, like people rush out to move out quickly, and it's like obviously some people have the circumstances that they have to or want to, but like obviously I get on really well with my family, and it's like it's nice to be around as much as you can while they're around. Like, because obviously if I move out, I'll be on my own. Um, so I'm not like in a rush per se. Yeah, John, I would like a correction. You've been phoned by a fake Discord while I'm live. It's so annoying how many scammers are about. It's going to the moon, Tom says. Yeah, that's cool, DJ. That's cool. It's good to like, and I think to be honest with you, if I do move out next year, I'll probably be coming around my parents' house a lot, just to be around my brother and my mum and dad and stuff like that. Because luckily I get to work from home and stuff, so I'd use those opportunities. Um, yeah, got 88 people. That's insane. Oh, and thanks for the likes, guys. Got on to 19 likes. Just helps out a lot. Helps out the channel a lot. I do prefer doing YouTube live streams a lot more than my TikTok live streams. I haven't done a TikTok live stream in ages. It's just you get a lot of just random people, obviously, from the algorithms, and they just ask like, I don't know, like there's just a lot of like, it's just a very, there's a lot of hate, to be honest with you, on TikTok. Not that I don't really care, don't bother me, but it's just like, it's just nicer to chat to your, like the community and like everyone on here that have supported me. It's just nice, and just seeing the familiar faces and stuff, and also the chat is just slower, so you can actually read it. Whereas TikTok is like, it's just crazy. I'm just starting out with 5k. What would be your advice to invest if I'm not too much into the market safe? And I can't give any financial advice, I'm afraid. Sorry. No stamp duty. Ben Tory said no stamp duty if they are back. Yeah, because at the moment I'd have to pay stamp duty, even as a first time buyer, which is a bit, because I think it's over anything over 300,000. So it's like, oh, it's so annoying. Whereas before, wasn't it like 450? And it's like, it's just a bit annoying actually. Studio Orbit, hello, first time I'm catching you live. Love the videos, really informative stuff. Keep it up. I appreciate that. Thank you. Yeah, if you, I mean, I'd like to do more lives. I did a few lives a lot recent. Well, I say recently, like a few weeks ago, and we did it consistently every night or every day. But obviously, it got probably a bit repetitive for people, and I just thought, wow, the market's going down at the moment. I thought people would probably want to listen or watch, and I know people at work or finishing work, so I wasn't expecting a lot of people to join, but we've got 83 people, which is mad to think that are watching live. A market crash only occurs when everyone believes there isn't a market bubble. TikTok is just a free for all. Yeah. Is there a way around the 400 rule for Lysa? I heard. Wait, the 4,000 rule? Do you mean, or the 400? Do you mean the 4,000? I heard so far. Hopefully, get a massive deal buying student loans. Is that correct? Yeah, I did also hear about that. I think that's how they reacted well yesterday or so. I really appreciate your videos, and I also believe TikTok is a toxic platform overall. Yeah, TikTok it can be a bit toxic and that, but I mean, it's been great for me for growth. Like the people watching, it's like my biggest social platform. Got like 15,000 followers on it, but like it's just, YouTube is just so much better. Like the community you can build on it, I just prefer it. I've always preferred it. I mean, I started off on YouTube, but TikTok's great for me personally. It really does help me with the growth in the channel with things. But yeah, like when it comes to the live streams, I'm not sure how much I would actually do of the live streams anymore. Yeah, stamp duty. Yeah, well, stamp duty over 300,000. So yeah, it's just my area is, it's just a lot of money, and it's like, I'm just gonna have to suck it up and put up with it. But yeah, it is annoying. Ben, what's your projection on having a net worth of 1 mil? Do you think 10 mil is possible at some point? Do I think 10 million is possible at one point? 10 million, what, in my lifetime, obviously. I think it gets to a point where, like, if you want 10 million or that type of realm, you need to start having other business. I think obviously it's doable with investing. It so is. But I think you need beyond that. I think you need to like focus on your active income. You'll have multiple income streams to then achieve that type of level of money. But yeah, no, I think it's still doable as well, just from investing. But yeah, you need to build up multiple income streams, I think. Because then you're talking like you put, let's say, 20 grand a year every year into the ISA, like, which is a lot of money, especially when you move out to try and be able to do that. So yeah, it would be really hard to do. But I also think it is so possible without. I know that sounds probably a lot really mad, but just keep doing the hard work and the research into companies that look undervalued or look like there's a lot of growth to them, and there always will be. Just kind of rinse and repeat that situation. Obviously, I'll probably take out a lot more less risk. I'll start rotating more into the S&P 500 or something like that. But I always will be in individual stocks, one way or the other. But it probably just wouldn't be as crazy as what it is right now. I would have like 40% in an ETF or something, which you'll see over the years how my portfolio changes and maybe how as an investor things change. But can you put dark mode? It's so bright. Everyone in the chat, does everyone want me to change it to dark mode, or do you want it light mode? Just put light or dark, and then I'll know what the response is and see what people prefer. Because I don't know if I can do a poll, can I? On here. Can I do a poll? I don't know if I can do a poll. Wait, actually, poll. I think I could do this. Okay, hang on 1 minute, guys, because I think this would be the best way to do it. Oh, I was gonna put in a poll. I put a thing in the poll. I put the thing in the poll. I've put click that link. See if see what people say. I need to figure out how I do that as well. Settings. Wow, that's so different. This is so different. Whoa. No, my parents don't get investing, but they would. I think they're starting to want to. Right, what did everyone say then in the? What did everyone vote? It's really mixed at the moment. It's quite mixed actually. I mean, more people saying dark mode. Let's just put it as dark mode then. There we go. What do you guys think? Is that better? God, it looks so different, doesn't it? I put it as navy because it's like, I think it looks nicer, because when it's just like dark, completely black, it's like, I don't know, it looks like it's like an unfinished product. It's got like a bit of a gradient, it feels. But yeah, I mean, so the market's kind of staying how it is now. It's not really dropping, not really going up. Well, so yeah, that's that really with the market. Like I was saying earlier, I was like really looking into Meta, seeing what analysts were saying. 2027, they think it could be a $34 in EPS. Analyst consensus 855. But yeah, like putting those numbers in for 2027, then like it's trading at 25p at the moment. That would put it at $888 in 2027. I mean, they could do more in EPS. Everyone's saying it's better. Okay, cool. Cool. I'm not going to buy crypto ETNs because I'd rather actually hold the crypto personally. So I won't be. Am I planning on buying anything? If the market dips more, yeah. Not really in a rush because like I'm heavy in the stock market, so it's not like I'm in a rush. I mean, I've got until April until my balance resets back to 20 grand I can deposit. I've got 5,000 in cash at the moment, but once I've done that, it's done. So I just want to be careful. So yeah, but I'm still doing like buys at like most weeks, if not every month. So regardless, but I mean, if the market really does drop, I'd be buying. I would love to buy SoFi at a lower price. I'd love to buy AMD at a lower price. I don't like BBAI. I don't like it. APLD. Applied Digital. I've heard of this. Yeah, I haven't looked into it, but the revenues look pretty good. Actually, that's made me think. If I go on here, don't know if there's much data on this though. Is that correct? Is that why it's being bought up a lot? Obviously, you can't go just off this. This is like a lazy way of just quickly getting some info and going. But here, 2027, $1.17. For iron. I think this is why a lot of people get. This is very rough. Like quickly. What is the PE of iron right now? The thing is, dilution will happen with this company, so you can't really. You'd have to price discount it quite a bit, depending on what the dilution rate would be. P ratio of 163 right now. I'm not saying it would be, but let's say like 150, 170. This is just going to be crazy, the stock price. And $159 in 2027 potentially if it hits those EPS numbers. And gets that P ratio, mad. Lewis is sat on roughly 30k cash. That's interesting. I do like golf. I haven't played it in a long time. My brother's really into golf. Yeah, I'll put my crypto buys in Discord as well. Don't worry. I will do that as well. For sure. God, honestly, I felt so ill on the weekend. That's why I didn't do a YouTube video. I was so ill. Felt awful. It was just like bedbound. I'm guessing everyone's finished work now, or finishing work, coming back from work. Actually, as well, let me know in the chat. Like, does a lot of you work from home? Do you get to work from home? That'd be interesting to know because I know a lot of companies are saying you've got to start coming into work now. Or coming in 3-4 days a week. Yeah, so far, no, Snapchat's had a big hit. Fubo's had a hit. Not really, actually. Yeah, I don't know really. Ollie, yeah, you do get to work from home. I mean, Casper's so hard to predict. It depends on where the um, crypto market's going to go. Do we think we're going to get a bull market like people predicted for the winter? Because it's not really happening. Friday equals work from home. Nice. Rigetti Computing. I haven't. Did it go up loads? Kind of heard of it, I think. Is this the one that I'm thinking of? Wait, is this the one that I'm thinking of? Oh no, it's not. But still, that's gone up. Oh no, it is. No, it is. Is it? Yeah. Oh, that's crazy. Yeah, this is the mad one. This is crazy. Look how much money they're losing. I'm on holiday in LA at the moment from the UK. Enjoying just watching the market chaos unfold. George, oh, that's sick. I mean, I maxed out my ISA last year, and this will be my second time maxing out my ISA. So I'm hoping to be able to, if I'm in a blessed position to be able to every year. But yeah, I'd love to be able to max out my ISA each time. What I'm going to do is, guys, I am going to end the stream. If you did enjoy the stream, please hit the like button, because it just shows me that you want me to do more streams, because sometimes I don't know if you want me to do live streams or not. So if you hit the like button, obviously we're currently on 29 likes. The more likes just shows me that you watched this stream and you actually enjoyed watching it, or liked it, or want me to do future ones. So it's just a way of showing that you liked it, which is what a like actually is. But yeah, no, if you hit the like button, it will show me more. So if you want to see more of these streams, and I will make sure to do more streams for you guys, and we can just talk about stocks and have a look at some stocks, and even look at my investment edge website, as you guys saw in the stream now and then. Like here, I just had a quick look at Iron. I know this is not the way to properly do research. You've got to spend hours and hours looking and diving deep, but just going off what analysts were looking like, they were saying for the EPS, this could be potentially what a share price could be for Iron in 2027, maybe. Just going off that, obviously you'd want to look at more stuff, but if you want to see more stuff like this as well, like, we can do that on my platform. If you are interested in Investment Edge right now, please let me know in the chat quickly before I go, and I can give you 50% off your first month, it will then cost you $3.99 a month, well, for the first month, and it will go to $7.99. But then you can, like, if there's a stock that you want to look at, all you've got to do, like, you can go on analyst consensus, type in Meta, for example, like we did. It will then search, and then it will come up with 2026, 2027, 2028. I wouldn't really, to be honest with you, take 2028, because it's just so far out, and I just wouldn't really go for that. But 2026, 2027, you can get an idea of where maybe the stock could be heading, and then you can start going in the projections tab and looking. So yeah, appreciate everyone hitting the like button, guys. Weekly streams, yeah, probably weekly streams will be good, actually. Yeah, good idea. But yeah, so I will catch you in a bit. But if you use discount 50, you will get 50% off the website when you sign up. So link in the description. But yeah, I'll see you guys in the next stream. How many before I go? We've got 40 likes, fair play. So 40 people did enjoy it, did enjoy the stream. So yeah. All right, let's see where the stock market goes from here then. Yeah, gonna be mad. 168, 186,000. Anyway, see you in a bit, guys. Hopefully